Greetings, Redline Ranger and Rangerettes. Hey, welcome to Redline Collectibles. Today's video is a summary of some cars that came in, some beautiful assortment of Redlines. Now, I've got several of they all came in really well individual packages like this. And, you know, there's some really cool ones in here. I want to show you something. So look at those two, those open wheels, and tell me what you think about the aqua. There's something special about that aqua, guys, and I wonder if you'll spot it. Look at this enamel. Wow, we're gonna have some fun. So open wheels, sometimes there is lots of love for open wheels. And there's reasons for that, because what an era when Mattel was, I've got two enamels, woohoo! Gosh, when's the last time you saw two enamels together, guys? These are toffees. Wow, welcome to beautiful. Look at that. I wonder, do you have a Brabham Repco enamel with capped wheels? Hello. Boy, oh boy. Tell you what, I got a twofer. I got a twofer for you. These are going to be fun, guys. I tell you what, I have not had a collection come in, a consignment, that had two enamels ever. They're both capped wheels, and they are going to be excellent additions to your Redline collection. Absolutely awesome sauce here. These are unplayed with toys. The collector opened up the blister packs, put them in little bags, and said, Jim, release these to the world. I was like, man, you got it, dude. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Look at Crispy City here. Good golly, man. Is it time to upgrade? Look at the nose. Is it time to upgrade your Brabham? No goofy stickers on it. God, man, Shine City. And then here's the icing on the cake. You ready? Dun, 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 dun. So, you have an Indy Eagle in your hands. And you're looking at the car, kicking the tires, looking at the chrome on the wheels, crispy glass, beautiful sticker. And then the cherry on the top of the cake is the black painted base. Hello, darling. Whoa, that is going to be a get and a half. A get times two. For some Redline fanatic out there. Is that you? Are you going to be the person who's going to snag this? I'm thinking next week, guys. I'm thinking next week, Tuesday. We sell our cars on a Facebook site called Studio-Redline. All these are packed really nice. Hey, look at this. What do you think? What kind of silver shadow is this going to be? Is it the red with the black roof, or is it the red? Drum roll, please. Wow. Yes, sir. Blister Pole City. Yep. It's a BP, guys. It's your opportunity to upgrade your red. And champagne interior. Man. All caps. Gorgeous base, as you would expect. Unplayed with condition. Look at this. Whoa. I am so grateful for this collection. Look at that creaky hood. It's as far as it opens. A little bit of overspray. How about those bananas, guys? Are you digging it? I am. I love it when they're clean. There you go. Whoa. What else do we got? Oh, you know what? I don't get many of these that often. I know it's a common car, but a Jimmy Crack Corn and I don't care. Look at that gorgeous purple. Twinny. Look at the nose. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It's time. Oh, look at this. It's got a mom mark on it. E-E. Look at that B. E-E. Wow, what a legend. I wonder where this was. Kid opened it up, put his mark on there, and then that was it. Never played with. Look at the reds. One of those. Beautiful. There's a tri-pack right there of beauty. Mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of purple, guys, when's the last time you have seen a absolutely tough as nails purple whipped creamer? Get out of here. Really? Yep. It's time. The purple whipped creamer in your collection is going to finish. Oh, it's Hong Kong? What? Really? Ah, even better. Whoa. Needle in a haystack here, guys. It's got a clear top. That fooled me at first, but then I opened it up. Did you see the brown interior? You know, think of the Cockney cab, right? Brown interior on Hong Kong castings. Clear top. How did that happen? Wow, Shine City on this too. Purple whipped creamer, Hong Kong. That is one of the toughest colors. I kid you not. I've been doing this a long, long time, and I don't think I remember the last time I've had a Hong Kong purple in my collection. If you just happen to stumble in, early run, painted base, eagle, 2 enamels, blister pulls, and a purple whipper to boot. Okay, let's see. This whole collection's like this. You know what? Let's do the Whippers Compadre. The Whippers Compadre. What would that be? The Whippers Compadre. How about a magenta? Dark and delicious. Of course, it's got the black interior with the plastic top like it should be. This is a brown interior. Look at the difference in color on the interiors. Hong Kong light brown, US black. This one's gorgeous, guys. Killer base. Always look at the exhausts and the vents, the grill in the front. Magenta's a tough color too. Get on there. These things are heavy too. They were just running down the track a million miles an hour, winning you races with against your buddies. What do we got here? Oh, oh, you know what? I haven't, for whatever reason, I don't get 512s, 70s, 72s. And this one looks like it's been down the track a little bit. It's almost like a dark blue. I know it's not enamel. You know that too, but by looking at it, it's definitely Spectraflame, but it almost looks like it's got attributes of enamel. Of course, it's the dual action opener. They only made it 1 year. The Ferrari 512. This looks a little bit of missing paint here and there. Shining base. That's a tough color too. 512s are all tough. They really are. They're not your... Let's open that up. See if that canopy will stay open for us. So as it's twirling around, you sort of get a whole perspective of what Mattel was doing with that particular casting. And, you know, when it came to the 1972, when they were really trying to be competitive, but yet cost savings, that they actually would make something like this and release it. Beautiful. Well done. Thank you, Mattel. The blue, it's a 72. Here's a 69 blue. This is also Hong Kong. McLaren. You know what the consignor told me? This is funny. All these cards you see here, he said that they were just laying around. I'm like, really? Just laying around, huh? Okay. A twin mill like this, just laying around. Yeah, you know, send it to Jim to sell. Oh boy. Another EE or SE. Same collection, guys. Wow, beautiful shine, gorgeous shade of blue. Let's put these blues together. Beautiful. Then you know what? Let's displace those blues. I have another blue for you. This is something that I'm sure is going to garner some excitement. Let's make some room for him. Ready? The custom Dodge Charger, also in blue with no cowl neck. Look at that. See the space between there? That's a good sign that you're not going to have a cowl neck, because it's got some space to open without hitting the cowl. Beautiful Hemi engine, absolutely gorgeous. Look at the edges. Beautiful shade of blue. Very light on the driver's side. Very dark on the passenger side. I see that often with castings, and I've had some feedback about the reasons for that. I've heard about how it was facing the light, the sun, you know, just exposure like that. So light, dark. Boy, we have just the opposite of the blues today. Thank you, Mr. Consigner. I love those colors. Okay, hang on to your hats. We've got a couple really beauts coming up here. Here's another 69. Looks like it's rose. A rose splitting image. Yes, sir, on the tail lights. I always look for spiders, you know, in the plastic. You have to actually turn the casting sometimes to see if there's any light that kind of like glistens on the spider. They're not really stressors. Like sometimes you'll see a stress mark on the plastic, but spiders are a little bit different. I think it's a flaw in the plastic itself rather than a stressor where it was a stress crack because of a manufacturing process. You know, pressure as an example, when the posts were being spun. You'll see stressors on many different castings. Beautiful front on, you know, just little hints of stress, but not on this one. That's a nice looking rose. Let's put these together. McLaren, Hong Kong, the 512. We're gonna leave that custom Dodge Charger turn around for you. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, a couple McLarens. These are both going to be enamels. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Lola GT70 in enamel. This is a common car. They made 1 million of them, but the problem with enamels is how vulnerable they are to getting nicks and bruises along the way. And look at the back there, clean. Looks like a factory flaw right there. Hatch, beautiful. There's a late run. Base, gunmetal shine. Nice looking mediums on there. Looks like US, maybe a Hong Kong medium there. And then the other one, the other enamel. When you think of 69s and enamels, does the McLaren orange come into your radar? Yeah, that's a cool color. Also late run. It's got a couple little poppies in the front there. Who knows what it cost that, you know, because it's like painted over in some aspects of it. Really interesting. Same thing on the side here. Must have been built on a Friday. Look at that base. Super shiny. This hatch is good. That Hong Kong hatch on the blue one, I see that often with the Hong. Look at these marks all over the casting. Here, we saw them here. right? You saw them here and there. This little orange McLaren has got the spots. He's got the spots. Who knows why? I don't know. I wasn't there. Oh, here's one I forgot to show you before we were doing the open wheels, and the reason I have it separated is because I want to show you what I consider a watermelon color. You know, red versus what we call a shade of red. I fondly call it watermelon, and that's what you're going to find on this Lotus Turbine. Beautiful shade of Spectraflame, you know, right along the category of watermelon. You got to have this in your Redline collection as a part of your watermelon section. If you don't have one, you can get started with something like this and then just build on it. They're a tough color and they're out there, but you got to look. These are tough to find in this shade, I'll tell you right now. I've been doing this for 8 years and I don't get many watermelons. They just don't show up. For whatever reason, guys don't want to get rid of them. They're going to hold on to these babies because they're so tough to find. Any hoots, we're going to run these on Tuesday coming up. I think it's the 7th of October. What is next Tuesday? I think it is. Okay, we're down to the home stretch here. I've got 4 more for you. Actually, there's a couple more, but oh no, there's 5. Let's do this one first. Wrapped up, curled up. What could it be? Wrapped up, curled up. What are you? Is this that Haas? Oh, it is. That's right. I had this separate in wrapped up because I wanted to show you how beautiful that white interior is on this Mustang Boss Haas. We sold a Mustang Boss Haas the other day in our auction this past Tuesday. This is a old number 9. Beautiful little pony here. Gorgeous engine bay. I gotta clean it up a little bit. It's got some dust. Been sitting for a while. Super shiny. Look at the 6 tail lights. Super duper white interior. Are you a collector of Boss Hosses? There's the black interior, the brown interior, the light brown interior, the white interior, and each one of these are an adventure down memory lane for the club car kit that you would get. You know, you're a member, and then you get the certificate. Oh, this is cool. I don't get many of these either. The hauling horses, you know, the revers. Actually, this is in pretty good shape. Look at the yellow. Some people just love this casting. You got the big honkers in the back. Oh my goodness, with a little bit of rubber wrapped around there for traction. The idea was you would crank. It goes between here and here was a piece of gigantic, very tough, resilient rubber band, and then you would get them, the rubber band would get tension by turning it, and then you let it go down the track, and these guys would be spinning like crazy. Hauling horses. Cool and ingenious mechanism for the Mattel Toy Company on this hauler. Isn't that nice? The Redline era. Sometimes forgotten, but you'll be able to see it next Tuesday. Hauling horses. Get on there. That's a unique little piece, isn't it? Okay, we have a couple of them here. Oh, it says jet thread. This is this one. Let's open it up. I think this is that one that's really clean. They're all clean. The whole collection is like just masterful. You know, just, oh, look at this shade of light green. What a special little jet. Really clean. All the vulnerable points that kind of stick up. More susceptible to being, you know, rubbed against something. Beautiful condition. Original canopy. Blinder base. Look at that dark shade and shine. Yeah, man, what a beaut. No stickers to detract from the beauty of it. There's the turbine inside. Beautiful jet. Man, someone's just aching to put this in their collection. I can see why too. What a cool color. Let's put him up here. Make some room. I got two more. And then we'll do a summary video of the cars. Two more. Let's do second to last. Oh, this one, yeah. So, BP Fresh Loose, Redline Snake. Funny car. You know why? I don't think you've seen one like this. Now you're thinking, yeah, yellow enamel, big whipper, big deal, right? Wait till you see this. I opened it up earlier. I looked at it. I was like, man, I've never seen one in this shade of color. Typically you find them like more lemon yellow. This is a very unique shade for this particular funny car, the Snake, in a very clean condition of a shade of yellow. I have never had one like this as far as the shade of color. Man, oh man, what a beaut. Look at the corners, the edges, sticker free except for that passenger side. Parachute, just about pristine, immaculate, pretty sure, almost, yeah, probably. Really clean, guys. And then check this out. Prop is not broken. It has a beautiful, shiny dragster engine. There is your roll cage. It's got a white piece of plastic for the base on the prop. Look at that. What a beautiful Snake, guys, in a color you just don't see. Get on there. All right. That's a Hong Kong too. Ooh. Let's look at it's got the star base on it right there, the star on the post. What a Hong Kong beauty. In a shade of yellow enamel you just don't see. Okay, last but not least is probably maybe one of the tops of the, I haven't had one of these in a while. Let's talk about yellow enamel. Look at the difference in color with the 1973 Shell promo on this short order Ford F100. What a gorgeous piece of machinery here. Engine, of course, is the same engine for the Seasider. Wow. And the Sugar Caddy. Yeah, they were sharing resources with the different castings. Are you looking for a clean? Look at the difference in yellow here, guys. Not even close. That's why you chase the hobby. Let me see if I can show you something here. I'll let those spin for just a second. There's something that came in yesterday. Hopefully I can find it real quick. Oh, here it is. Thought I had to dig around for it. Nice little collection that came in. I'll be showing these the next couple of days or so. So this is a different collection, but let me show you something. So this is the short order from 1970, or was it 71? I don't remember. But I wanted to show you the bases of the enamel versus the original. So if you can see, you're looking at them, you'll notice that the 73 had the wheel protectors on either side versus the original Spectra Flame. The engine, the drivetrain, etc., just a tad different of the 73 versus the original. Pretty close, actually. Pretty darn close as far as the detail. They basically used the same mold, but then they added the protectors on the back for the wheels on the 73. Cool, huh? Anyway, This is the collection, and I want to thank the consignor again for trusting me with his toys. We're going to have fun at the sale. Let's do a quick review of the castings that we just opened up and looked at. I'll stop the twirly thing here, and let's do an overhead. Beautiful, huh? The 69 open wheels, the red Rolls Royce, beautiful purple twin mill. If you're looking close and you can see, we've got enamels for you. You've got two enamels there in the middle, those Brabhams. And then the painted base on the Eagle. Beautiful rose, Ferrari 512, Hong Kong McLaren, Twinny in blue, tough purple Whipper, Hong Kong purple, 69s, beautiful Dodge, custom Dodge Charger, Holland Horse, and then that watermelon back there. Well, welcome to the party. Anyway, do give the video a thumbs up, like and subscribe if you're not already on the channel as a person that is a subscriber. That helps to get the analytics to more and more people. Until we meet again, I'll have much more for you. I got a box of 200 reds that came in. I'll be selecting some of those and doing some videos in the next couple days or so. Have a great rest of your day. Hope to see you on Tuesday. I believe it's the 7th of October. Bye, everybody.